I get in a subject and I talk and I talk. I talk. Because for me, I have lose. I never had a good memory in names, but I had a good photographic memory. I can see myself where I was. Again, say, it's funny somehow, but that was so. Yeah, and when I started, but someday maybe I will do that. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you know, I hate. The thing is when you talk about somebody and they have precious memories and everything, like my wife's mother just died, just last week.
Yes, I am sorry. I heard that. I should have.
And we didn't know she was going to die, right? So we didn't ask her the questions that if we had known she was going to die, we would have asked her a lot of questions.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, you never know when you're going to die. And I'm not saying that you're going to die. I'm just saying that to get to answer these questions that people want to know. Not only about the French Resistance, but just about France in the 1930s and the 1940s.
Yeah,
that's very interesting.
Exactly. That you told me something that I was. I am more timid, but maybe it's that. But it's something else in my background that you have to understand. When we came in France in a retreat, thing like that, Italians were charmed too. They didn't like the Italians around there. They were calling them macaroni. Macaroni is nothing wrong, it's a good thing.
Yeah, no, but it's an
the
insult.
way it was said was an insult.
Yeah.
Say, that's why I'm called Santé. Santé is not my name. My name is Santo.
Santo.
Santo. T-O. But the principal, a nice guy, after all, I don't realize right away, but later on I did realize. A nice guy, he told my mom, well, Santo is a little too much
Italian. Huh?
Italian. How should we call him Santé? He will get along better. But you see the discrimination that we have there? And I will say most of the people in town were very nice with us, my parents and myself. But you had so few.
I say, your real name is Moustache?
No.
His name is Moustache.
Oh, because I have a tape, a French tape at home where his name Moustache. So they learn at French at home also.
So I thought she was saying, no, his real name is Moustache.
I have to say all my condolences. You love your mom.
Thank you.
I learned about, but I forgot about.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, yeah, she's well what she is.
She is very happy where she is right now.
Yeah. So,
eventually,
the only 2 or 3 guys that were in town, it was hurting me. And beside that, my dad was a good dad, but he drank too much. You know, I never heard him to say to me, I love you. I'm sure he loved me, but only that I was stupid, dumb, things like that. So
what did he do for a living?
He was working builder, say what we call that in building houses, say.
Oh, okay.
That's what the Italians were very skilled too when they were coming. Say.
These are brick houses, stone houses?
In those years, when you were a builder, you started to dig the basement, build the wall with stone usually, and the rest with block, and you do everything till the roof and everything. The only thing that a mason was not doing, they were calling them mason, but the only thing we were not doing is the electric, plumbing, but they will put the roof and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't want me to go in that work. He always told me not to go in that trade because it was too downtime. by rain, snow,
Oh,
and
I
also
see.
the economy.
Yeah.
Say, some up and down. So
Right.
that's why I went work in a
So
factory.
did your family have a thick Italian accent that people noticed?
Oh yeah, they had an Italian accent. Yes, yeah, like I do have a French accent here.
Right. But you don't have an Italian accent.
No,
So
no,
you
Italian
never
was
had
only
one.
4 years old. See?
Right.
So I could get out very good with that. See, yeah, my parents kept their Italian accent. Oh, I would say, well, maybe not all our life, but well, yeah, probably they had a little bit Italian accent. Yeah.
So the people, just by looking at you, they couldn't tell that you were Italian.
No, absolutely not. No, 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 not at all.
Was there any way they could tell that you were Italian?
Oh, no. Once my parents were not there, no, for the kids, I had the same way that the other kids do it.
Mm-hmm.
And in school, I had to learn the language. I had a teacher that was very good the first year. He will take me apart and teach me the word window, door, and things like that.
Right.
But one thing where I was better, it was in math.
Mm.
Because the numbers are the same.
Yeah, right.
Huh?
Yeah.
They are the same, see. So I was rather good in that. And he liked that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the way it was.
But you were anti-fascist. You were anti-Mussolini, anti-Hitler.
Yeah. I always... I come from a deeply religious family, say, and for me, Nazis and communists was the same because they were a pagan philosophy.
Yeah.
See?
I agree with that.
And all what they wanted, that. So that's what brought me mostly against the Nazis. And also, once you are young and the country is occupied, it's natural that you don't accept that.
Yeah, right.
Huh?
Yep.
It's a natural thing. You don't accept to be occupied.
So what was it like being occupied? There were Nazis, a camp nearby, a Nazi camp, right?
Well, in a little town, I will tell you, we were lucky. You know what? We were occupied by the 1st Panzer Division, that occupied a group of the 1st Panzer Division. The 1st Panzer Division was one of the toughest one, mostly at the beginning, because after that they had to put anybody there. But at the beginning, they had a lot of discipline, So the first, I will say 6 months or so, they had their law, they had a cover-few, all that, but they were not trying to bully us up, say. However, after that, it started to change, say, but I will have to say the 1st Panther Division that was in a little town, oh yeah, if you were out in a cover-few, they will take you down in a commandantur, which was in a castle, but they will not maltreat you. You will stay there. The worst you were doing is shining their boots. Yeah.
So
yeah.
did you have to do that? Did you ever have to shine boots?
I never did, no.
Okay.
But one time I had a funny encounter with 3 of my friends. We were going to a meeting of the young Christian worker, which I belong at that time. We were 3 of us, and we were going up the hill there to go to the church, and a patrol of German come down. There were 3 of them, and they had a flashlight. Of course, it was dark. They put the flashlight in our face, and I took my flashlight and I put my flashlight in their face. Oh boy. The one that seemed to be the head, he must have been a caporal or sergeant. They had a submachine gun. Boy, he was poking me in my belly and showing me out. I didn't know what he was saying, but he was not very sad. So they let us go. So you see the difference. It would have been another time, a year after that, the different troops, they would have shooted me right in the spot.
Right.
But I would have to say those guys were disciplined. See. Yeah.
So did you ever learn any German?
Oh, yeah, I learned. Let's see. Achtung and Raust.
Wow.
I
know those, yeah. I know that from Hogan's Heroes, TV show.
I was always in the wrong spot at the wrong place. So those I know them. Oh, no, I never, for some reason, I never learned German. It would have been interesting, but I never did. Yeah.
So the intelligence you were gathering was not intelligence that you needed to know German for?
No, absolutely not. That's why I choose, when I come back, I choose to work in a railroad, a yard. I don't know where all the trains and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So we could see what train was coming, where it was going, and if it was troop or material or something like that, and then we will send that to the, and mostly at the end, in a road, say the traffic in a road. We had a road that was going, because we were right in a road that go in a, and railroad too, that go in beaches, see. So we had a lot of traffic, German traffic that was going by. So,
Mm-hmm.
so that was mostly the thing. So to start with, I will, the German wagon, they had a little cage here that you open up, and it was some hole, and they would put the label where to go, so the address in there, and they close it up, and that's where they will send the wagon, like you send a letter. So I was taking one from the German here, putting the another wagon, and putting the other one out.
Sabotage.
Yeah, but after a while, the Germans were not dumb.
Yeah.
It's not like, look, Anglo would show you, they were smart. And they caught up very fast. So what they were doing, they were gluing the thing down.
Ah, yeah.
So after that, what I had the idea, by that time I was alone. I was just alone. The whole railroad train, they didn't have what they call the axle was in oil. They didn't have bearings. They don't steel bearings. They were in oil. So inside of the car, it was a little box like that was full of oil, and they were keeping that full. So I keep them full with oil with sand.
Oh, yeah.
So after, I don't know, maybe several thousand miles, that the thing will catch fire and freeze. So that they will have to change put the
Right,
stuff.
right.
So all dumb things like that. See?
Yeah.
Because we did have nothing.
Yeah, there's a movie with Burt Lancaster called The Train, and it's about French resistance.
Yeah.
And it showed some of the ways they would sabotage the trains. And they would use a little French franc, and they would stick it in to the wheel to make it appear. I can't remember exactly. I think to block the oil. They would use it as like a valve.
Very, very, very low tech thing that you don't have to bring nothing with you if you are caught, say.
Right.
Like in flat wagons, they would put their truck that had to go to for repair, things like that. So, of course, I will go down, cut the belt, cut the wire, things like that, smash the carburetor. It's very low-tech thing, but it was annoying to them.
Yeah, and you did that a lot?
Oh, yeah. Each time I could save one if I could do it. Yeah. Yeah.
And now that's something that you did just by yourself, or was that organized?
That was mostly by myself. However, I have to say, in a railroad, the employees of the railroad in those things, it was a kind of mute understanding.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Nobody spoke about it, but everybody did it.
Okay. And if you see something, some guy do something, you just look around. And if that's the way I was contacted with the OCM. One of the guys that I was working with, one day he just put me out. He said, "Do you want to join the resistance?" So, of course, I wanted to join a group of resistance. So that's why he put me in contact with somebody else. Mm-hmm. But he always swear that he didn't belong to.
Yeah, right.
He said, "I have a friend, but I don't belong to."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if anybody asked you, even close friends, you would deny being a member?
Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, like I would never say that to. In fact, my parents didn't know. They didn't know. The only time they know I was in resistance is when we were free, that they came out from the undercover.
How about the parish priest?
Yes. And the parish priest knew for two reasons. First of all, Versailles put me in charge of the radio, transmitter radio. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know where to put it on, so we talked it up with our friend, and we were close from our priest, and that priest really was quite a character.
What was his name?
Jules.
Jules.
Yeah. And we asked, he said, "Hey, could we hide that radio in a church?" So he said, "Okay for the radio, but no arms." See, so as soon that we had a radio,
that's reasonable.
We could put it in. So that's where we had the radio in the church. And then, so the one that were more or less, and we never told him there and there, but since we were three, when we asking them, he knew where we were. Say,
did he know, did the parish priest know where the radio was hidden?
Oh, yes, yeah. Yeah, because we asked him, we look around where we could do. And that was, in Europe, you have usually at least two altars. The main one, where they said the Mass, and a small one which is dedicated to the Virgin Mary. Uh-huh. And because our church was from the 11th century, so it was an old church. And that old altar was made of wood, with the altar there. Here was in a niche, it was Mary there, and here was the altar in wood. So I found out that if I was taking some nail out, I could move the altar like that. So the altar is like that and like that, so all that is empty.
Empty, yeah.
So that's where we were putting the altars. Yeah. So, and then after that, once we had the American pilot that was shot down, that died, then also we asked him, because he was speaking English, our priest.
Okay.
So we asked him, so he was in contact with him. Yeah. Yeah.